Do you know that viruses infect other microorganisms like bacteria same way they infect us? Find out more about virus and coronavirus on this video. A virus is a submicroscopic infectious agent that replicates only inside the living cells of an organism. Viruses infect all types of life forms, from animals and plants to microorganisms, including bacteria and archaea. Viruses are found in almost every ecosystem on Earth and are the most numerous type of biological entity. The study of viruses is known as virology, a subspecialty of microbiology. When infected, a host cell is forced to rapidly produce thousands of identical copies of the original virus. When not inside an infected cell or in the process of infecting a cell, viruses exist in the form of independent particles, or virions, consisting of the genetic material, i.e., long molecules of DNA or RNA that encode the structure of the proteins by which the virus acts. A protein coat, the capsid, which surrounds and protects the genetic material, and in some cases an outside envelope of lipids. Viral infections in animals provoke an immune response that usually eliminates the infecting virus. Immune responses can also be produced by vaccines, which confer an artificially acquired immunity to the specific viral infection. Some viruses, including those that cause AIDS, HPV infection, and viral hepatitis, evade these immune responses and result in chronic infections. Several antiviral drugs have been developed. Coronavirus. Coronaviruses are a group of related RNA viruses that cause diseases in mammals and birds. In humans and birds, they cause respiratory tract infections that can range from mild to lethal. Mild illnesses in humans include some cases of the common cold, which is also caused by other viruses, predominantly rhinoviruses, while more lethal varieties can cause SARS, MERS, and COVID-19. In cows and pigs they cause diarrhea, while in mice they cause hepatitis and encephalomyelitis. Species of coronavirus. 6 species of human coronaviruses are known, with one species subdivided into 2 different strains, making 7 strains of human coronaviruses altogether. 4 human coronaviruses produce symptoms that are generally mild, even though it is contended they might have been more aggressive in the past. 3 human coronaviruses produce symptoms that are potentially severe. The human coronaviruses HCOV-OC43, HCOV-HKU1, HCOV-229E, and HCOV-NL63 continually circulate in the human population and produce the generally mild symptoms of the common cold in adults and children worldwide. These coronaviruses cause about 15% of common colds, while 40 to 50% of colds are caused by rhinoviruses. The 4 mild coronaviruses have a seasonal incidence occurring in the winter months in temperate climates. There is no preponderance in any season in tropical climates. Severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS, is the virus causing COVID-19. Coronavirus disease 2019 COVID-19 is a contagious disease caused by severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, SARS-CoV-2. The first case was identified in Wuhan, China, in December 2019. The disease has since spread worldwide, leading to an ongoing pandemic. Although work is underway to develop drugs that inhibit the virus, the primary treatment is currently symptomatic. Management involves the treatment of symptoms, supportive care, isolation, and experimental measures. Symptoms of COVID-19 are variable, ranging from mild symptoms to severe illness. Common symptoms include headache, loss of smell and taste, nasal congestion and rhinorrhea, cough, muscle pain, sore throat, fever, diarrhea, and breathing difficulties. People with the same infection may have different symptoms, and their symptoms may change over time. In people without prior ears, nose, and throat disorders, loss of taste combined with loss of smell is associated with COVID-19. As is common with infections, there is a delay between the moment a person first becomes infected and the appearance of the first symptoms. The median delay for COVID-19 is 4 to 5 days. Most symptomatic people experience symptoms within 2 to 7 days after exposure, and almost all will experience at least one symptom within 12 days. Most people recover from the acute phase of the disease. However, some people continue to experience a range of effects for months after recovery, named long COVID, and damage to organs has been observed. Multi-year studies are underway to further investigate the long-term effects of the disease. Transmission. Coronavirus disease 2019 COVID-19 spreads from person to person mainly through the respiratory route after an infected person coughs, sneezes, sings, talks or breathes. A new infection occurs when virus-containing particles exhaled by an infected person, either respiratory droplets or aerosols, get into the mouth, nose, or eyes of other people who are in close contact with the infected person. During human-to-human transmission, an average 1,000 infectious SARS-CoV-2 virions are thought to initiate a new infection. The closer people interact, and the longer they interact, the more likely they are to transmit COVID-19. Closer distances can involve larger droplets, which fall to the ground, and aerosols, whereas longer distances only involve aerosols. Larger droplets can also turn into aerosols, known as droplet nuclei, through evaporation. The relative importance of the larger droplets and the aerosols is not clear as of November 2020. However, the virus is not known to spread between rooms over long distances such as through air ducts. Airborne transmission is able to particularly occur indoors, in high-risk locations such as restaurants, choirs, gyms, nightclubs, offices, and religious venues, often when they are crowded or less ventilated. It also occurs in healthcare settings, often when aerosol-generating medical procedures are performed on COVID-19 patients. Although it is considered possible, there is no direct evidence of the virus being transmitted by skin-to-skin contact. A person could get COVID-19 indirectly by touching a contaminated surface or object before touching their own mouth, nose, or eyes, though this is not thought to be the main way the virus spreads, and there is no direct evidence of this method either. The virus is not known to spread through feces, urine, breast milk, food, wastewater, drinking water, or via animal disease vectors, although some animals can contract the virus from humans. It very rarely transmits from mother to baby during pregnancy. Prevention. Preventive measures to reduce the chances of infection include staying at home, wearing a mask in public, avoiding crowded places, keeping distance from others, ventilating indoor spaces, washing hands with soap and water often and for at least 20 seconds, practicing good respiratory hygiene, and avoiding touching the eyes, nose, or mouth with unwashed hands. Those diagnosed with COVID-19 or who believe they may be infected are advised by the CDC to stay home except to get medical care. Call ahead before visiting a healthcare provider. Wear a face mask before entering the healthcare provider's office and when in any room or vehicle with another person. Cover coughs and sneezes with a tissue. Regularly wash hands with soap and water and avoid sharing personal household items. Please click the like button, follow or subscribe for updates more interesting videos. Thank you for watching.